Hi, Jamps! Welcome to your first virtual Wednesday. The last 2 weeks we've been learning all about building our reading lives and kind of developing our reading identity. We've talked about what we need to have to be successful readers. We've talked about what resolutions or reading goals we've had. We talk about what type of books we prefer to read, and even where we prefer to read our books. Learning at school can be quite different than reading at home. So let's talk about what we need to do, what you need to do to be a successful learner while reading at home. First, I want you to stop and think before we get started. Here are a few thoughts I would like you to ponder. First, where will I be most successful reading at home? In your kitchen? In the basement? In your closet with a flashlight? In your bedroom? It'll be important that you find a quiet place where you can stay focused. That leads us to our next question. How can I help myself stay focused when I'm learning independently at home? There are a few more distractions that you might find at home than you'd find at school. So what are you going to do when you start to feel your focus shift? Remember, you can tell yourself, I have a goal to stay focused. I'm going to push through this challenge and do the best that I can today during my reading lesson. I also want you to ask yourself, what reading resolutions or goals have I already set? You can work on those goals at home just like you can at school to be the best reader that you can be. What happens if you get stuck in your reading? Are you going to reread and check for understanding? Are you going to use the decoding skills that you've learned in grades prior to this one to sound out a tricky word? What if you skip a word, try to make sense of the sentence and come back? Make sure that you are using the reading strategies that you've learned to help yourself if you get stuck in your reading. Also, I want you to ask yourself, where can I find books digitally? Many of you have taken a hard copy of a Read to Self book home, but maybe you didn't. Maybe you forgot it in your cubby. Maybe you're learning at grandma's or grandpa's or at daycare and you forgot your book at home. Where can you find books digitally? I hope right away you're thinking of Epic or Raz Kids, and you have all of your logins right in your green take-home folder. All right, let's talk about getting started at home today. All right, you're probably saying, enough already, Mrs. Charles. I have an awesome treasure that I'm excited to read. Let me get reading. What you're going to do now is practice developing that reading stamina at home. You're going to choose a spot at your house where you can be focused and really dedicated to your reading life. Find that spot at your home where you can be the best reader that you can be. Then I would like you to check the clock. Try to get lost in your book for at least 20 minutes, and if you start to feel your attention shift, bring it back to your book. After you've read for 20 minutes, or maybe longer if you're really lost in your book, click on the assignment link in Schoology, really close to this video. It's probably right below it, and answer a few questions about how your reading went today. Have a great rest of your day, champs. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.